You've heard their voices now. No, I'm just kidding. That's not my intro. You've turned their pages, now hear their voices. It's totally okay. It is Monday, you guys. And we have Luisa Perez. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you said that right. Yeah.
Let me tell you guys, right before we recorded the podcast, I downloaded her book. And let me tell you, oh my gosh. Listen here, y'all. It is dark romance. You guys are going to eat this up as quickly as I did. And it's her quiet hunt. Oh, you have all the good tropes in there. I'm obsessed. Oh, okay. I'm going to let you talk because I'm fangirling, so it's fine.
Thank you, Willow. I'm so excited to be here. I really, really like this. To be honest, when I started writing, I always said I was faceless. And yes, I was faceless because I had a job in like management, so I didn't want anyone to recognize me, even though Luisa Perez is my pen name. And then one day, I think it was last year, I said, "Fuck it, like I go, no, I go. Who cares? Who cares?"
Yeah, who
So I
cares?
started. So I'm happy. I like it. Yeah, I like talking about my books.
As you should. Like, oh, this is not just dark romance. And you have more than just this one. And like I already told you prior to us recording, I'm going to be binge reading your books because even just the prologue, you had me hooked. And I was like, if she doesn't show up, I get to read for an hour and a half and I'm going to be able to read. And it's fine. And then you came on and you caught me reading, and I was like, we have some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, no, it's Her Quiet Hunt is my baby. I love it. I seriously love it. I Even though I always read dark romance, I never thought to write dark romance. But then, as I told you before starting recording, my first two books is a series, and it's very emotional, contemporary, very emotional series, very emotional story. So I just, when I finished to write that series, I said, no, I need something else. Enough with all these emotions. No. So I was driving to work, and the song Duality by Slipknot came up in my playlist. And I don't know, I was like, give me a second. And I started, because all my books that yeah usually comes when I listening to music or driving or something. So basically when I can't actually write it down, it's frustrating. But then I went to work, I went home, and I was like, okay, I might need to write dark romance. And then obviously because I'm a nurse, I always want to keep it in, well, not always, because in my other in the paranormal, she's not a nurse, but usually I keep the healthcare profession. So Caroline, that's why she's a doctor. So it's like, okay, she's a doctor, but I love dark romance, but some of the time I don't like the female male characters, because it's just the way I how can I say, the way I reacted to and coped with abuse that I had in past. So I didn't, the way I reacted made me stronger. So I said, I want someone who's actually, I want her to be the morally gray slash black one, not the man.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how Caroline came up. And the reason why, so Caroline, for anyone who didn't read my book, Caroline, she tortures abuser and kills them. So she works in the emergency department, and if someone comes and has a clear sign of abuse, she kills the abuser. And while she tortures them and kills them, she sings nursery rhymes. The reason why she sings nursery rhymes is because when I wrote that book, my little one was obsessed with Cocomelon. So he keep listening to the same songs. And I was sitting beside him with my laptop in the kitchen table writing. And I was like, that could be something creepy that could go. And so I went online, I searched all the creepiest um, nursery rhymes. Basically, all of them are creepy. And I just add them.
I love how she's singing Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's gonna, you'll see later in the book, there's also reference to Peppa Pig.
I mean, Peppa Pig sure does slap sometimes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm happy they passed that phase, to be honest.
And it's not just her quiet hunt, her being a strong woman, but it's not just like obsession just goes one way, because in a lot of dark romance you see the obsession going one way, but it's not that way.
That's what I wanted to. I wanted her to be like, as women, we get obsessed too. Like we can get obsessed too. We can be the bad guys, and we're horrible. Oh my god, sorry, I can't talk. We are amazing bad guys, and you'll see. You go through the book, and she's amazing. Like she fools all of them. Well, not all of them. You'll see, but she really, it's I love her. I love her. She's basically the person that I will be if murder was not illegal. So, and if I were not losing so much hair that I would be busy catch me. Yeah, no. And I'm too lazy, to be honest. I'm too lazy. Go in there, drug people, and then, oh my God,
I
you need to clean up. And nah, too much. No.
already have so much to clean already. Why
Yeah.
add more to your plate?
Yeah, no, no, no. And then, do you know how much it takes to sew a bone? Like,
Right?
that's so much effort.
Did you know, though, weird fact, do you know that it takes the same strength to bite somebody's finger off as it does biting a carrot?
Really?
Hmm.
Oh,
Fun fact for everybody. We're
I'm
getting
definitely,
morbid up in here.
I'm definitely
Because,
going to, I'm definitely going to write. I'm going to write it down and put it in one of my books. I don't have my kids calling for me every 5 seconds.
thank you.
Like
Yeah.
every time you sit down,
Hmm.
mama, 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 and then the husband, and then the dog.
Burnout is so real. I may or may have not made a comment earlier today that a grippy sock vacation sounds really good right now
Yeah,
because nobody needs me. You know?
yeah,
That's fucked up. I mean, granted, it's going to be in my book, so everybody's going to know a little bit about me. But if you know, you know. I've already been there. It's not to joke about, but sometimes your mental health really goes to shit when you have 9,000 people relying on you.
yeah. No, I know. That's why I am. I actually quit my job.
Good.
Yeah, because it was too stressful. So I had people needing me and wanting my attention for 10 hours a day, and then coming home, I was having other people wanting my attention as it should be, my husband, my kids, and my dogs. And then the weekends, because I was working 8 to 5 Monday to Friday, the weekends I was literally exhausted, and I had to stay at home with the kids, and I wasn't really giving them any attention because I was too tired. It was my time off, so I would spend it writing or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the decision to quit my job, and in the last 3 weeks I've been absolutely fine.
People don't realize that working in healthcare, I mean, like, if you work in healthcare, then you realize, but when you work in healthcare, it is demanding. It's
Yeah.
demanding. And you get home and even more is demanded from you. So you're just in a constant state of burnout. So I'm proud of you for quitting your job and you're going to write full time as
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah. I'm actually
Mm-mm.
studying computer science, cybersecurity.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah. So at least in 3 years, I'll get that.
If I ever need something to be hacked, hypothetically,
Yeah. Hypothetically,
hypothetically,
in a year
I'm
or
totally
two, yeah,
coming
I
to
can
you.
do. Yeah, I
Hmm.
could hypothetically help you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just,
hypothetically.
yeah, for a search
All
purpose. Yeah.
hypothetical.
Yeah. 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 For a book.
Cybersecurity is very serious, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. For a book idea.
Hmm. That's wonderful. And then you can put that in your book.
Exactly.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, yeah.
Hmm.
As long as you use
I'll
hypothetically, you can do anything. Like if the FBI going through my, oh, well, not the FBI because I'm in Europe, so the Interpol go through my Google search.
if anybody ever gets a hold of my Google history, please delete all of it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
And you know what is crazy is I wonder how many authors literally get looked into for the FBI because we're all a little tiny psychotic.
yeah, yeah. Like all that, no, the things that I'd
Hmm.
come up with. I have a little notebook, and if you read all my ideas for scenes, I'll tell you. So I wrote down because I was in work, so I needed to write it down. So one was the first scene I wrote about his quiet hunt, the second book of the after the her quiet hunt. So this scene is not the first scene, but I had this idea in my head. So I was like, okay, I need to write it down. So you open that notebook, you see, O gag ring, Shibari. I'm not gonna say the name of the character, kneeling in front of the other character with the O ring in the mouth. And it was like if you read this, like it's like, oh my god, what's this?
I'm here. Listen, I'm here for it. You even had the. Am I
I'll
allowed
tell
to
you,
say that?
they asked me. I was very naive in writing the trigger warnings because okay, I am victim of sexual abuse. I had this, and I openly talk about it because it's good to bring awareness. And but I before my husband, there was this boyfriend. We were together for 2 years. For 6 months, they were amazing, and then the switch.
Hmm.
So I was physical, psychological, emotional, and sexual abuse with him for a year and a half. So fast forward, I met my husband. That was 16, 17 years ago. Still, sometimes I still have flashbacks, but less than, because it's always going to be there. But there is a scene in her Quiet Hunt, there's two scenes in a Quiet Hunt, where, like, when I wrote the trigger warning, I put W's consent and somnophilia. But actually, and I'm very grateful to her, a reader reached out to me and said, listen, Luisa, you need to put, because those two scenes are actually rape. And in my head, I remember discussing it with my husband. I was like, that's not. But then thinking about it, yes. Like for me, because I wrote it and it was in a book, for me it was not, because in the second scene is, I don't want to spoil it for you, but
No, don't.
the character is getting, well, without the quotation, it's getting, but it's from the character point of view. And the character has this, all the comments in their head about it and is enjoying it. So I thought because of that he was not really, but then, well, I put it. That's no problem. I'm actually pretty chill. If anyone wants to contact me and say, listen, today another reader, she confirmed and said, listen, there's some formatting problem. You just need to put space here in this page and space in this page. That's fine. Look, I'll do it. I'll fix it. That's not a problem. Because unfortunately, I edit my own books. I can't afford an editor at the moment. So sometimes things get passed, look at from ARC readers and everything. But then I put it. But in my head, like for me, it was not that. And maybe it's because as a survivor reading dark romance, it's for me it's been a form of healing
Hmm.
because it helped me to go through everything and to approach again sexuality and sex in the way it's supposed to be. And then that's why probably I wasn't seeing it as actual when it is actually it is, because if it happens in real life it
Hmm.
is
Right.
absolutely, absolutely. But yeah,
Most people don't realize that as survivors, we read dark romance and we write dark romance, whatever your take is, to heal from our trauma. And it's therapeutic because we get to rewrite our story. And I think it's not talked about enough. Like people, dark romance in general gets this negative look, and it shouldn't be negative. Like we're healing, in a healthy way,
yeah,
mind you. Is there something else we should be doing? So don't hit on somebody else's, or don't yuck on
yeah,
somebody else's yum.
yeah.
That's that
Look,
easy.
there is this popular dark romance series, and I read the first book. I need to read the second book, and like this author was absolutely, she's been blamed for everything that goes wrong in the world. When I read the first book, and I'm not going to say the title or the author because I'm still feel conscious that sometimes readers think, oh look, she's trying to make promote her books or herself using another author. So I don't want to do that because that's this cancel era now that I don't want to get cancelled. But so if you read it, you know what I'm talking about.
I know
And
which book you're talking about.
so he gets into the house, her house, every night, force her,
Hmm.
and that didn't bother me at all. What bothered
Neither did
me
me.
was the bloody tumbler, the glass of whiskey I think he was eating, or whatever he was drinking, left everywhere in the house. Like I was thinking, for fuck's sake, why can't you put it into the sink? And I thought that about that with a friend of mine. She was like, "See, she's not a mom. She's not a mom. She's not. She doesn't live with a man." So she said, oh yeah, but because he wanted to be noticed." I said, "Listen, if I don't drink whiskey, if I go in my kitchen and see a glass for the whiskey into my sink, I know there was someone there, someone very polite who didn't leave a mess."
Before you even said that, I knew exactly what book you were talking about.
Oh my
Listen,
god.
that scene didn't bother me either for some reason. I don't know why, but it didn't. But that whole OCD is OCDing. Like, why are you having me pick up after you? Do it
Exactly.
yourself. It is not that
Exactly.
hard.
Like, do you want force yourself on me? Then go ahead. Like, it's fine. But just pick the bloody glass and put it in the sink. Seriously.
I think it's because I mean, maybe I shouldn't be
Yeah.
saying this, but maybe it's because she had been fantasizing about it. I don't know. In retrospect, in the real world, right? Because in books, it's books. If you don't like it, close the book, move on. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that's,
and sexual assault is not okay in any
no,
aspect. So,
absolutely no. No, no. In real life, no. In real life, no. Like fiction is fiction. Like I remember when I was 15, I came across. Now I can say the I can't remember the name of the book. The book is a series, but definitely remember the name of the author because and she passed away, so I can say it. So I came across the Sleeping Beauty retelling by Anne Rice.
I knew you were going to say Anne Rice. I fucking knew it.
So I was 15.
Hmm.
I only started to read romance because my grandmother gave me all the Harlequin's books. So
Hmm.
there was these, I remember one where she was a lawyer who escaped from her city and went into this farm to work as a nanny and the hot cowboy, single dad, and blah, blah, blah. It's very vanilla. Like I was 15. I was still a virgin
Hmm.
because I was still a virgin at 15.
I mean,
And then I came across this book because I literally I'm always been a huge fan of Anne Rice. I read all her books. So I
hmm,
said, "Oh, let me read this because I love fairy tales. I love everything. So let me read it." Well, I think it shaped me into reading dark romance at this age because it was quite shocking and a lot, a lot. And now if I think about well, I don't have a daughter, so I have two boys. But if I think if I have a daughter who's a teenager, I would never let her read that book because it would scar her for all her life.
Anne Rice like is what got me into romance, not dark romance. I have not read that one, but Anne Rice is amazing.
Like,
Books are
do,
great.
did you follow the there was this thing on Instagram, I think it was Instagram or TikTok, I don't know why I can't keep track of all the book talk drama about this author that wrote about this vampire who now I can't remember what book was it or who was the author, but it was this huge thing. I think it was early this year, last year, about this author who the male character is a vampire and he makes popsicles with her tampons.
No, but I have
Yes,
heard
with her
about it.
used tampons. Okay,
Hmm.
so
I
in
can't. I can't.
in one of Anne Rice's books, she was the first one who wrote about a vampire drinking menstrual blood. Lestat does it. In the book is Mevnock the Devil. He does it. No one said anything about that at that time,
Nope.
but he was.
Romance. I mean, Anne Rice opened the doors to romance. That's I will die on that hill.
Yeah. And you know what? She also opened the door for me for white shoes and reverse armor because I wanted them all. Like
Hmm.
the in my paranormal demon office romance, his name is Armand because I loved vampire Armand in Anne Rice. So I wanted him like, no, I get him Armand. I give him
As
the
you
name
should.
Armand.
Listen, I'm going. If you could, while we're still here, is there a way on those R scenes that like they give you a heads up if people want to skip through them, or do you just skip through it when you hit that part?
So I said again,
So I know like some authors when they have the R scenes, they'll have like a little star or something to like show like, hey, this is about to happen, and you can
Okay.
choose to skip that, and this is where it ends. Is that how your books are set, or it just happens and then you're able to skip it?
No, it just happened. Like it doesn't happen. Well, the second scene happens suddenly, but like the first scene, like you see it coming because you see it
Mm-hmm.
coming. So if you want to skip it, skip it. Um, the second scene, it's kind of, I think you can see coming because the character gets on top of the other character, and like then you can just turn the page. It doesn't last long, so it's just
That was just one of my weird random
yeah.
pop-up questions in my head.
But that's something good. I could actually because the scene in his quiet hunt that is not out yet. That's is another level. That's
I'm
another
excited.
level. Like I don't even think that I told my husband about that scene and that I wrote that scene. Like when I told him about her quiet hunt, I read him few scenes. At some point he looked at me and said, "What's wrong with you?" But he was a mix between like kind of concerned and aroused. Just didn't know where to
I
go.
mean, if that doesn't happen, is your husband even like, supportive? No, I don't think so. Slightly concerned,
Yeah.
and then fun time.
Look,
Everybody wins.
I'm the typical romance author and romance reader. I'm married to a gamer. So instead, well, I'm a gamer too. So we basically now that I'm not working, we're basically fighting because I know I'm going now. It's like go there and write your book. I said, no, excuse me, I want to take a break and,
Mhm.
and play. Let me kill some people in Call of Duty. For sake. But no, look, he's supportive. He doesn't like I tell him. See, he would love to read books, but he has ADHD and he can concentrate. So I'm a fast reader. I read a book in a day in less than 12 hours yesterday. He not because I'm the opposite. My brain is always working. I'm an overthinker. I keep like it's never stop even when I'm sleeping. It's never stop. So reading and writing is something that makes me keep my brain busy. That's why we always kind of have an argument saying, "Oh, he's always said to me, oh, you should go out and walk or something." I said, no, it's boring because I have nothing to do. Like my brain is like, no, I don't want to think.
Mhm.
I don't
That's
want
the
to
only
think.
way my brain shuts up, is when I read. It's the only way my brain shuts up. Oh,
Like
and when I sleep, but then I'm dreaming. So,
for me is when I have anxiety, when I start to get really anxious, metal. Give me Slipknots, give me corn. Like I start to sing at the top of my lungs, and like there's literally silence in my brain, silence.
mhm. Oh,
And
yeah, yeah, you're right about that too. And Corn, the early 2000s Corn.
I went to see them in a concert back in Milan in Italy. It
I'm
was
jealous.
oh my god, it was 2014 or 2015. Like it was amazing because it was all so there was all people of our generation, and some of them they even brought their children. So it was a very like nice, family friendly concert. And all those people saying, "Oh, you listen to metal music, blah blah blah." No, like that's what it's like. Like, have you seen Corey Taylor singing Pink Pony Club? Like, he's a big
I'm gonna
teddy
have
bear.
that song stuck in my head now.
Yeah, yeah.
And you
It's
have book 2 in um
quite fantastic.
yeah, her
Yeah.
Quiet Hunt series, right? You have that releasing when?
Okay, so I'm hoping by, so I'll give you the deadline is going to be by the end of August because I have a book event in September, so I want to bring with me. So that's the time. But see, I'm a mood reader. I'm a mood writer.
Mhm.
So sometimes I'm not into the mood of writing dark romance. So that's why, as I told you earlier before we recording, I'm editing and rewriting a few things, fixing a few things of a paranormal rom about the devil who follows this, who creates a social media account. But yeah, no, it depends. It depends because I want it to be good. I want it to be not perfect because it's not gonna be perfect, but I want it to be okay because I want still want it to be in line uh, as her quiet hand. Because sometimes the first book is amazing and the second book you're reading and say, okay, like could have been stop. You could have stopped at the first book as a reader. You think. So I wanted to give, and then there's gonna be a third book too, because in her quiet hunt she has two men. In his quiet hunt there's going to be another one, Carlos.
Mm,
So we're going to have her, and I'm feeling sorry for the one that you're going to get to know now, Samuel, because the other two, they're Colombian and he has no game against them. I'm sorry.
I'm here
Like,
for it.
you have nothing against Colombian men because I know, because I married one 16 years ago. So,
No, no, not at all. I'm excited for it. It's going to be spicy.
oh yeah, no, yeah.
Mm.
They're gonna
We all
play
need
with
some
sword.
spice in our
They're
lives.
gonna play with sword a little bit too.
Well, I'm going to be reading tonight. I already know what I'm doing. I mean, joy to the world to all of us. And then you have a paranormal book. And what is that
Yeah.
called?
Someone in trouble.
That's a
That's
good title.
that's a standalone. It's a standalone. And sorry, I don't know what's happening to me today. My my grammar. See, because in my house we don't speak. Well, I speak English to my kids, but my husband and I we speak Spanish. And then when I most of the time when I speak with the kids, I speak like a mix between Italian, Spanish, and English. They're very confused. And obviously, they don't speak anything. I just English because they were born here in Ireland. But so I think because now I'm not going to work, I spend most of my days being in Spanish, Italian, rather than the whole day in English. So my my accent is getting worse. But anyway, yeah, no, it's a standalone, and so basically this the female character she's is a PA in a corporate, and she has a really hassle of CEO. He abuses her. He makes fun of her, saying that she should wear makeup and she's too fat for a dress. So they have a Halloween party. They're all drunk, and as like a joke, they pour a circle of salt around him and start to chant in Latin. They think it's just a joke, but they actually manage to do it. And she summons a demon to replace him, a 6 foot four tall demon with purple hair, because I love purple. And so she's the only one who knows that he's not been there before. He's new, like he's not the CEO. And then she discovers she's a witch. She's a witch hunter from a family of witch
Hmm.
huntresses from Italy. She
Mhm.
has a badass grandmother, Nonna Rosa. And the fun fact is, so the name of the grandmother is Rosa Furigo. And that's the name of my late grandmother.
Mhm.
No, 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 she was a bitch. So
Oh, I was like, grandmas are great.
no, no, she was totally opposite of that. Like, seriously. And because I don't have imagination for names. Like Caroline in her quiet hand, Caroline Landers. Caroline is the name of the of one of the nurses in the work here around in the psychiatry or later life, and Landers is the surname of the psychiatrist consultant. I thought it was funny to people who works
I'm
in
really
psychiatry.
I'm
I,
really
well,
excited to
psycho.
read your paranormal romance too.
Yeah, it's very spicy. It's very
Mm,
spicy.
mm-hmm.
There's this. There's also this demoness Annabelle. She is hot. She's not. She's not part that is a normal MF. She's not part, but there is some part that she enjoys. Um, and she's amazing. She's amazing. I'm going to definitely write a book about her because and what I like is that this is a found family. So there is Chiara, the main character, the female main character, and then there's Annabella that she's supposed to be like she's a witch hunter and she's a demon. She's a demon. So they're supposed to be enemies, but they become kind of best friends. And then there's Chiara's nonna, her grandmother, Rosa, and she is this very strong person, and the three of them become close, like even Annabelle with her with Rosa. So it's I love how the this female friendship and female support system is in place for her. But
We all need that.
yeah, it's lighter than her croissant. There is kind of a little cliffhanger at the end, but then it's gonna get resolved because I like make my readers a little bit emotional.
Oh, I love that so much. Thank you.
And then but then gets resolved, so don't worry. um because they're romance, they're not tragic romantic tragedies, so but yeah, no, it's really good. It's a lighter one. I had fun writing it because I really like it, and I wrote it in a time where my boss was particularly an asshole, so I was inspired by it.
Mm.
And actually I blocked him on social media, so he's not gonna hear anything
Well, good.
about
I'm
this.
glad you blocked him.
Oh yeah, no, no.
Well, I cannot wait to continue reading Her Quiet Hunt, and I know you have so many more. Like there's romance for everybody. Um, is there anything that you would like your readers to know or your listeners to know?
Well, one thing about me was that I had for, oh my God, now for 11 years, I had hormonal disbalance plus the trauma after my relationship, my abusing relationship. So I was the prudest prude ever. I was not talking about sex. I stopped reading romance. Absolutely no. I was judging romance. I was judging, even though I was reading it before. I
Mm-hmm.
was abusive because my husband went through a lot. You know how they say, hurt people hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That was me. Then I think it was in 2021. I was at the end of my pregnancy with my little one. I think I was 8 months pregnant, and a friend of mine recommend me this book, and I can say it because I love her. I love her books, and that book saved my marriage. It was Mr. Masters by T.L. Swan. I read it, and I was like, I want that. I want that. So then, fast forward a month later, and I kept reading her books because I've been read all her books in the meantime. And then my little one was born. I don't know what he did. If he While he was coming out, he, I don't know, he kicked one of my ovaries. I don't know. As soon as he was born, I was happy. Like I haven't been happy in like 11 years. I was generally happy. I never had with this, after this pregnancy, never had the baby blues, ever. Not even one day, not even 1 second. I was generally happy. The midwife was actually worried about me that I was having maybe like, postpartum psychosis, but I was generally happy. And I completely changed and I became another person. And I started to read romance again. And I spoke with my husband. And I'm always saying it because I'm really an advocate of this, because what we women go through between trauma and hormones is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And if I only knew, I would have gone to the doctor before, could get cure of it for it to change myself. So I spoke with my husband. He was actually going to leave me if I didn't change. And I don't blame him because I would have left myself. If I now think back, the poor man went through a lot. I put him through a lot. So that's me. Now, 5 years later, I'm on a podcast talking about sex and my books, that there are a lot of sex in them. And even when I go around, like I literally, I don't mind talking about sex, because maybe because also because I'm a nurse. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, sex is something that you don't have to be ashamed about. Like it's normal. It's something
Mm-hmm.
normal. Everyone does it. Everyone does it. Even your parents and your grandparents. like,
Oh, I know. Mm-hmm.
so like nothing to be ashamed about. Like a naked body is a naked body. It's just the body. It's just the body. There's nothing. Like you sexualize a body.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the body that is sexual. It's the person that sexualizes it. Because boobs are boobs. Men have them. Like I was actually talking about this with my husband. Nipples. Man hasn't have nipples. Why they can go around without a bra, with a t-shirt
I know,
showing
right?
them,
It's so rude.
and we cannot? Oh, because they're gonna see it, and then what? Like the nipples. I had I had a deep tissue injury. Sorry, a soft tissue injury caused by a bra.
Wow.
The way I was sitting, I don't know how you say it in English, the metal thing here, the wire. So it pushed so much, and I was like 10 hours sitting like this while writing on the laptop, that it caused a soft tissue injury. It lasted for 3 weeks. 3 weeks it took for healing, and for the 3 weeks I never used the bra, because no, sorry, I'm not gonna injure myself again for what?
Right. I don't blame you. That sounds awful. Those stupid underwires
Oh
hurt.
my god, I was actually worried because, oh my god, so what's that? Near breast and everything. But then touching it, it was literally the part of the wire, the same position of the wire. And it took 3 weeks to heal.
That's ridiculous.
But
And it sounds painful.
that's what society put us through.
Mm-hmm. No, girl, preach it. 100%. But it was a pleasure having you on,
It
Louisa.
was a pleasure
And
to.
thank you so much for joining us and talking about your books and your series. And I cannot wait um, to finish all of them. I'm going to read all of them.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.